What's crackin', my dudes? Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite Reddit fairy. My name is Lorna, and today we're getting into some r/ChoosingBeggars. You might have noticed that you're not seeing my face today, and that is because today my allergies are just kicking my ass. So I just don't have the energy or the motivation to set everything up. You guys are just getting my voice today, okay? So without further ado, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and let's get right into it. My town is the homeland of the Choosing Beggars, posted by user BlackDeathRose666. So I'm in my town and there's a lot of people that go around asking for money. A few times I've had this one woman come up to me asking for money, but one time she took the piss. She came up to me and asked if I have £5, and I said I don't have any cash on me. And then she proceeded to ask me if I have £1, and then 50 pence. She bugs a bunch of people every day. Another one was pretty funny. I went to a bakery and brought some sausage rolls, and this woman asked if I could spare some food, so I gave her one of them. Bear in mind, she was wearing some expensive designer clothing, and the best part is, she asked if she could have another. When I refused, she threw it back at me and called me names. There's more stories, but this is as much as I'm gonna post on this post. Thanks for reading. There's always one of these stories in r/ChoosingBeggars of the literal beggars that don't really appear to really need all that much help. This is the thing. If you're gonna go out on the street begging for money, maybe you should try selling the expensive things that you don't need first to try to get some of that money, because people are gonna look at you with, your $250 Nikes and your $2,000 iPhone or whatever the fuck those pieces of shit cost now. You know what I'm saying? You have to show that you're taking an initiative yourself to help yourself. Otherwise, you just look like this woman who just appears to be someone who doesn't want to work, doesn't want to fend for herself other than, bugging a stranger and taking up their time to be an absolute fucking nightmare. But that's just my opinion, my dudes. Let me know if you agree with me, as always, in the comments below. Before I get into the next story, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for future videos just like this one, my dudes. This one is called, I'm sorry you don't like what's inside your mystery box, but that's the chance you take when you buy one. Or 3. And no, you're not getting a refund. Posted by user AllHailPlankton99. So this girl wanted me to make a single listing for 3 mystery boxes for her and to combine shipping. So I did, and she bought the listing for $315. Each box is $100. That was last week. I'm selling merch mystery boxes for this singer. I'm not affiliated with the singer, just another fan trying to make money. I won a few articles of clothing last month that was worn by the singer and decided to surprise some other fans by including it in their mystery boxes as well as merch. I ran out of the clothes after 6 mystery boxes, 1 article of his clothing per box along with merch. I don't have a lot of his clothes. There is a disclaimer on my listing saying, no 2 mystery boxes are the same. The contents are based off value and not how much stuff is in the box. There are no refunds or returns. It's a general rule of mine right now with COVID going on. I never said anywhere that getting his clothes or anything pre-owned by him was a guarantee. She got the mystery boxes today and sent me rude messages about how she hates what she got. She's mad because all she got was merch and none of the singer's clothes like the other fans got. Only 6 other fans out of almost 100 boxes that I've sold got an article of his clothing. She wants a refund. She said, the only reason I bought the boxes was in hopes of getting his clothes because I'm too lazy to post individual listings? What? She doesn't want any of the merch, and she hopes my store gets shut down and I'm ripping people off. How? She is also the first person to complain about my mystery boxes. So, I get it. It's a mystery box. You don't really know what's gonna be in it, but my question is if you know that somebody's buying 3 of these boxes, you would probably try to include at least one of the boxes with, the singer's clothing that you had, just because they're spending so much money and maybe you want them to come back and spend a little bit more money. It's just good business if you ask me, but maybe they were out before they even got this order. Who knows? But I'm not saying that the person wanting the box with the clothing in it is innocent by any means. Please don't take it that way. All I'm pointing out is, as a smart business person, if they still had those boxes, I would just include 1 out of the 3, because that's a lot of money. $315 to spend on mystery boxes. You know what I'm saying? You want to create a repeat customer, but maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Who knows? All right, my dudes, I've got 2 more stories for you today. This one is pretty long. I don't know if the next one is, but my sinuses are just taking over my head right now. So this one is called Choosing Beggar Harasses Volunteer, posted by user EPH2VV89. I recently took over as administrator of my church's food bank, and my private phone number was published, with my permission, as an emergency number to call if you can't wait for regular hours to get food. A woman called a week and a half ago and made an appointment for 2 days later. The next night, she texted me with an unwarranted complaint and that she wouldn't be coming in the next day. I let her know that the particular food item was just bought 2 days before it was given to her, so the fault would be on the grocery store, not us. I also said it was her choice whether or not to come. She got some digs in and kept repeating them until I replied, repeating that whether or not she comes in to get food is up to her. She asked what food she would be given if she came, and I said it would depend on what we have. She said, "There's probably nothing there to be worth going for anyway." I told her I just had restocked the shelves the previous day, plus we had a big donation from a local university. She said I was lying because I just said I didn't know what was there. I said I hadn't memorized what I stocked. She accused me of lying and called me a robot and told me twice to get a life. I commented that I have a life. She fast-fired 4 insults and fat-shamed me. I am overweight due to having no thyroid. I told her I stopped putting up with her abuse years ago. I said if she wanted to have a civil conversation, fine, but if she was going to continue gaslighting me, I was done. No reply. She didn't come in to pick up her food the next day. Fast forward a week. She messages me again wanting to come in and pick up food. We made an appointment. She asked me to deliver it, but I told her I couldn't because it is against policy and because I don't have a car. This resulted in more abuse, but she said she would come. About 3 the next morning, she texted me to ask for numbers for help as her husband was beating her up. I sent her the numbers for abuse shelters in the area. A few hours later, she messaged me and said she was leaving but would need shampoo and soap added to her food pickup that morning. Since the food bank doesn't have those items, I picked some up with my own money on my way to the church. She didn't know I was paying for them myself. While I was at the church, she messaged me to ask what was in the bags I packed. I told her I would tell her this once, but in the future, I wouldn't because I usually don't have the time. I listed what was there. She replied that there was nothing interesting and didn't come in to pick it up. The next day, she messaged me again wanting food and we made the appointment. She texted me an hour later and asked how many bags it would be. I said I didn't know. She text bombed me asking how many bags and I ignored the texts. She finally stopped. When I was at the church, she asked again and said she needed to know whether to walk or bring her bike. I told her 5 bags. She sent a laughing emoji. 2 hours after our appointment, she texted to say that she was on her way. I waited another hour. She still didn't come. I texted her to ask when she was coming. No reply. I waited another hour. Nothing. I texted her and told her I didn't appreciate her wasting my time and that she had been rude and inconsiderate. She replied that I was rude by not telling her how many bags I was giving her. She then hurled more abuse. I explained that not telling her what I had no way of knowing is not rude, and that no other food bank anywhere would have told her that information anyway. More abuse and fat shaming. I texted her that I didn't have to put up with abuse and that she could only pick up food during regular hours because she would no longer be able to message or call me. Then I blocked her on my phone. Now I feel bad. Yeah, you know, like, I know a lot of people are probably like, don't feel bad. Yep, the first comment there. Don't feel bad. She's acting ridiculous, which is true. She is acting very ridiculous, but I do kind of, empathize with OP when I say, like, when OP says they feel bad, because, she did bring up that her husband was abusing her, and who knows if that's true, but in this case, you kind of gotta assume that it is, otherwise you're sitting there feeling regret. Like, if the thing is, you could also do something too. You could call the police and ask for a welfare check, but you could be putting the person's life in danger if you do that as well. So it's a difficult situation to be in, for sure, for both parties. But this woman needs, I don't know, maybe she's just making shit up. You never know with these fucking choosing beggars. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is going on with this woman? And that said, I'm gonna get into the last story of the day. And this one is called, If You Can't Deliver, I Want a Discount. Posted by user Additional Alias. I was selling a saddle on Craigslist a few years ago. Original cost of the saddle was $1,000. I kept it well maintained, and given the condition of the saddle, I thought $750 was a fair asking price. I specified on the ad that I would only do porch pickup or meetup in my town. I'd like to buy the saddle. Will you take $700? I'm willing to do that. When can you pick up? Well, here's the thing. I'm not local and I'm on the road about to pass through your area. Can you drive to X city, about an hour away, in 2 hours and meet me there? I tell him I can't. I'm at work. It's 1 p.m. and I'm way too busy to leave my office for any reason. If he wants the saddle, he'll have to wait until after 5, and even then I'm not driving a 2-hour round trip out of town. My terms were stated specifically in my ad. That's ridiculous. I'm never gonna come through your area again, and I'm on a time crunch. I get that your time is valuable to you, but my time is also valuable to me. If you can't come to my town after 5, then don't buy the saddle. If you're gonna make me drive to you, I want the saddle for $400. Yeah, that's gonna be a no, buddy. So, this isn't really a choosing beggar, because they are still paying. See, this is the thing that people don't understand in the r/choosingbeggars subreddit. When somebody's trying to haggle, that's not really a maybe it is, I don't know. Fuck, maybe I'm wrong, who knows? But like, people are, okay, so I guess r/choosingbeggars subreddit description says this subreddit is for posting screenshots, pictures, or stories of people who are being way too picky. So I guess it does qualify. I guess I'm wrong. I'm wrong, my dudes. I'll admit it. But yeah, you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was gonna drive, you expected him to drive 2 hours to you and still gave you $50 off of the asking price, but like, you expected him to do this, but like, you can't be, flexible with him. Like, there's too many of these people in marketplaces and Kijiji and all those fucking Craigslist places. They're just, they're crawling with them right now. They're just so many. Also, you gotta wonder if he did drive all that way there. He gets there, and then the guy who wants to buy the saddle is like, yeah, sorry, I only got $4,000. Oh, God. It's my sinuses, guys. I can't concentrate. It's just so much pressure. I only got $400 on me, so, will you take it? And the guy just, like, wasted all that gas money for nothing. And then OP's gotta sit there and think, like, I went all this way. Do I just give it to him to just get rid of this headache? Or do I say, fuck you, and take it back with me and try to sell it? Fucking people, man. Fucking ChoosingBeggars. Alright, my dudes, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, Bats. If you did, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on all notifications for future videos just like this one. As always, the links to these stories will be in the description below, so head on over to Reddit. Show those posters some love with some upvotes. You know they deserve it, my dudes. And as always, you guys have a fan-fucking-tabulous weekend. And I will see you next week. Peace out, my dudes.